Good morning. Thank you for this wonderful, wonderful welcoming. I can leave now. Let's give a round of applause to Jacob for the wonderful introduction. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you are happy to be here today, can I see your teeth? Can you smile? Perfect, okay, that's good. If you're excited to hear the talks today, make some noise. Amazing. If you have seen me yesterday, make some noise. Well, there's no need to do this. Thank you very much. No, well, welcome again. I know a lot of you saw me yesterday, but I just have to say one thing that I said yesterday again, which is, well, we're here at the Oslo Freedom Forum, and I'm so happy and honored to be here to meet all of you. But I do have to share a little story about my background. So basically, I was born in Saudi Arabia, in Jeddah. I was raised in Jordan. I went to Arabic schools and Arabic universities. So Arabic is my first language. Do we have any Arabs here? Make some noise. The incomparable Mr. Bassem Youssef. Round of applause. انت منور النهارده يا استاذ. حبيب قلبي انت. And I lived in Jordan for a long time. I now live and work in Dubai. My father is South Korean, from Busan. My mother is Vietnamese. And growing up, they have committed many, many human rights violations against me. Because you cannot have a son or any child and call them Wonho. So if you have any children coming on the way, if it's a boy, do not call him Wonho. And if it's a girl, definitely do not call her Wonho. Unless you want her to have a very specific career in her future. So I do stand-up comedy mainly in Arabic, and I'm honored to be here to do this in English for you guys. So having said that, a lot of my audience that sees me on TV or on YouTube or in live shows are Arabs. And as soon as I leave the Middle East, I'm virtually anonymous. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody probably cares. So once I was walking around in a hotel lobby in London. As I was walking out, this British girl comes up to me. And she says, "Excuse me, are you the guy on YouTube?" I said, "Yes, I am on YouTube." So she starts freaking out. Of course, this is all done in English. So she's like, oh my God, I'm your biggest fan. I love you so much. You're amazing." I said, "Wow, like, thank you so much." And I was so surprised that she likes me that much. Like, "You're amazing. I love you so much. You're awesome." And I was thinking, I'm not that great, some people say, we've seen you're quite good, but not, you're amazing. So I kind of played along with it, and she was like, "Listen, can I take a picture with you?" I said, "Yeah, of course." She said, "Can I call my friend?" I said, "Yeah." So she's like, John, come here. Look who I found." John comes. He's like, "Oh, what?" He's like, "Where did you find him?" She said, "He was here walking in the lobby." So they both start freaking out. They're like, "Oh my God, we're such huge fans. Can we take a picture?" I said, "Yeah." So she's like fiddling with her phone, trying to take a picture. The guy comes up to me and says, "Man, it's such an honor to meet you. Can I shake your hand?" I said, "Yes, of course." He shakes my hand and he says, "Man, I love Gangnam Style." Just for the record, I'm not Psy. I travel quite a bit for work. I'm so happy to be here in Norway for the first time. A big round of applause for all the Norwegians for the wonderful hospitality and the wonderful country we're in. So I travel quite a bit for work, and I use my credit card quite often. So one day my credit card wasn't working. So I called the bank, and this guy answers. And the card wasn't working properly. So one day it works, 2 days it doesn't, 3 times it works, 4 times it doesn't. So I called the bank and I said, "Hi, I'm the user of this card, and the card doesn't seem to be working. So what's the problem? Is it the store I'm in? Is it the card? Is it the mall? What's going on? This is your server." So the guy says, "Before I answer your question, I have to verify that you are the user of this card." I said, "Okay, verify." He said, "Okay, what is your name?" I said, "Wonho Chung." He said, okay, that is right. What is your nationality?" I said, "I'm Korean." He said, "Okay, that is right." And then he said, "When is your birthday?" I said, October 22nd. Actually, it's today. Today's my birthday. I will be receiving gifts till midday outside in the lobby. So if you have anything, money, anything, just send it away. Send it to the lobby. Thank you so much. Or you can leave it with Jessica in the back. Thank you. So anyways, he said, okay, Mr. Chung, we have verified that you are the user of this card. How may I help you? So I kind of noticed from the way from his accent that maybe English is not his first language. I said, let me switch to a language we can both communicate in freely and easily so we can solve this problem. So I said exactly what I said in English, but I said, بصي يا فندم المشكلة الكريدت كارد ده مرة يشتغل مرة لا مرتين ثلاثة لا أربعة خمسة لا قلت له في إيه؟ في مشكلة من المتجر ولا من الكارت ده ولا السيرفر بتاعكم ولا الكارت ده بايظ. He was quiet for 20 seconds on the phone. And then after 20 seconds, the first thing he said was, who is this? I said, it's me, the owner of the card. He said, no. In the system, it says the user's name is something Chung. And the nationality is Korean. You are not Korean. I said, no. I was born and raised in the Middle East. I speak Arabic. I went to Arabic schools, Arabic universities. He said, yes, but it's impossible for a foreigner to come to the Middle East and speak Arabic like this. I said, the issue is my card, not my life. I said, anyways, do you watch TV? Do you watch comedy on YouTube? He said, yes, I watch. I said, you know that really short Korean guy who speaks Arabic? He said, yes, I know him. I said, that's me. He says, liar. He said, obviously you're not Mr. Chung. So what we will do now, we will block the card immediately. And if you want to activate the card, you bring back Mr. Chung with his passport and we will activate the card. Otherwise, I cannot finish this conversation. Goodbye, مع السلامة. Click, toot, toot, toot. I get upset. I go to the bank the next day, and I tell them, how can you block me? I verified myself. What if I was traveling, and I don't have any money? Anyways, they apologized. They said, Mr. Chung, we're so sorry. This will never happen again. The problem was, for the next, 2 weeks, they call me every morning to make sure that the card is working. So at 8 in the morning, they call me. Good morning, Mr. Chung. Hello. Is your card working? Yes, it's working. Thank you. Next day. Good morning, Mr. Chung. Is your credit card working? Wallahi, it's working. Third day. Is your credit card working? Yes, it is. You want overloan? You want mortgage, car loan? I don't want anything. Stop calling me. 2 weeks of this was so annoying. And I kept telling them, don't call me. But they kept calling back. So I decided to come up with an ingenious way to get rid of unwanted phone calls. So next time, your manager calls, your friend, your wife, and you don't want to answer that phone call, do this. Just let the phone ring twice and do this. May I ask who here is from Norway? Raise your hand. Okay. What's the biggest telecom provider here? Telenor. Is there an easier one for me to pronounce? Telenor, like Tylenol, but Telenor. Okay, so next time someone calls you and you don't want to answer, thing is, if you put your phone on silent, they will call you back. And if you ignore it, then it's a little rude. So let the phone ring twice, answer the phone, and do this. Welcome to Telenor. The dial number you called cannot be reached. Please try later. Thank you. And they'll never call you back. In Arabic, that'll be أهلا بكم على شركة تيلينول. إن رقم الهاتف المطلوب غير مستعمل. يرجى مراجعة دليل الهاتف وإعادة الطلب فيما بعد. شكرا. Then I thought about it. I said, you know what? What if Telenor opened a branch for their operations in India? What would that voicemail sound like? I think it might sound something like this. Good evening. Welcome to Telenor, New Delhi, India. The telephone you want to call now is not available. You call back later. Thank you. And then I thought, what if Telenor opens a branch for their operations in China? What would that voicemail sound like? And I think it might sound something like this. Hello. Welcome to Telenor, Shanghai, China. the person you want to call now, he not there now. He too busy now. He on a bicycle, Shanghai, too busy. You call back later. Thank you. Then I thought, what if Telenor opens a branch for their operations in the Philippines? What would that sound like? And I think it might sound something like this. Good evening, ma'am, sir. Welcome to Telenor, Manila, Philippines. The person now is not available. He is unreachable now. You call back later. Thank you. Crazy stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I grew up in Jordan for a very, very long time. I went to school and university in Jordan. And I want to tell you a little story about how weddings work in Jordan. Because weddings in Jordan is a meeting place for, future bride and grooms in a halal environment where they can meet and the parents are there. So my story is about a girl called Basima. Basima goes to the wedding, all dressed up, hoping to find a groom. So she goes there, she sits, and she doesn't want to do anything that is inappropriate. She wants to be very elegant and classy. So she goes there, she sits, and she's having dinner with her family at this wedding. Her drunk cousin Nabil comes, says, Basima, come dance, come dance, it's your cousin's wedding. She says, no. I am very shy. I cannot dance like this in front of all these people. I'm very shy. He says, no, come. He said, maybe later, if there is a song I like, maybe I will dance. Okay. He goes and comes back. Basima, come. He says, no. I'm still eating and I'm very shy. I am very, very shy. I don't dance in front of people. Maybe if there is one song that I like, maybe I will dance. Nabil goes and comes back, says, Basima, it's your song, come. He drags her. She stands right in the middle. Everybody moves out. They make a big circle for her. And then she says, I'm very, very shy, but I will do a very, very small dance for the bride and the groom. Track number 2. Was it a bit too early for belly dancing in Norway? But we cannot do belly dancing songs here. This is not appropriate. This is the Oslo Freedom Forum. We have to do something very, very classy. So something from the Korean folklore. Very old song. If you do know it, join me. Track number 3.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady.
Thank you so much. By the way, for a 10 a.m. crowd who's probably hungover, you guys are amazing. A round of applause. I hope I've managed to make you smile before the talks today. It's been a wonderful experience being here, hearing all the inspirational stories. And again, what more wonderful way for me to celebrate my birthday than with all of you. And aside from this, I know I do poke fun at different nationalities and ethnicities and accents. But, at the end of the day, everybody does have an accent and everybody is different. But I think that's what makes us all the same. So what I try to do with my comedy is to highlight those points and show everybody that every single one of us is the same. And I think we should applaud equality and applaud human rights and applaud what the Oslo Freedom Forum is doing. So a round of applause for them. And I'll leave you with a quote I read somewhere which I really loved, and I think it's very fitting for today. It says, to live is to live freely. And I think we all strive for that. And I applaud you for being advocates and activists who work very hard to make sure everybody lives freely. Thank you so much. Wonho Chung.